Hello, I'm Greg Coleridge, Director of the Northeast Ohio American Friends Service Committee. This week, the U.S. House of Representatives will likely vote on expanding the funding for the wars and occupations in Iraq. Last week, the Senate approved a bill allocating $33.5 billion. This week, the House will be asked to do the same. $33.5 billion is funding that we just simply cannot afford. Last week, a new coalition was formed called the Coalition Against War Spending. It's made up of 66 congressional candidates from all over the country, as well as 24 national organizations, who have come together to do what they can to educate, advocate, and organize against further funding for the disastrous and never-ending, seemingly, wars and occupations in Iraq and Afghanistan. They've come up with a statement, and here's in part what it reads, quote, "The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan have cost Americans over $1 trillion in direct costs and over $3 trillion altogether. At a time when our national debt exceeds $13 trillion, we can no longer afford these wars. It's time for Congress to reject any funding except to bring all of our troops safely home," unquote. The American Friends Service Committee certainly agrees with this sentiment. It is time to bring our troops home and to use funding that is currently going for this wasteful and counterproductive wars and occupations to meet the economic and social securities right here at home. Education security, healthcare security, housing security, infrastructure security, job security, as well as environmental security. We can no longer afford these wars abroad. It is time to end them and to use those dollars more productively. It is time for our budget priorities to be sane and humane. Please contact your congressional representative in the U.S. House and ask them to oppose this bill calling for more funds for the wars and occupations in Iraq and Afghanistan.